It is Wednesday. Oh my goodness, August 14th. And today you are creating with Colleen. I come to you live every Wednesday. And let me see here. I want to boot up so I could see everybody, what we're doing. I'm coming to you a little bit different. I'm actually having the camera face down. I don't know why I can't see this here. Let me see. So I see I have people coming on, but I don't know why I can't see myself. Oh my goodness. The struggle is, oh, here we go, here we go. All right, woohoo! Didn't know I was faster than the computer. So we are here today. Again, my name is Colleen Magnus, and I do come to you every Wednesday at noon Eastern time. I share my creativity with you. I love having you in the stamp room. And we have got a lot to cover today. I wasn't sure how to go about it. I was going to focus on our designer papers that are on sale, but then I was like, wait a minute. I just got all this really cool stuff in from a pre-order from our new mini catalog that is going to go live on September 4th. So I'm going to share some of that product with you. And then I am going to create a card that is going to focus on designer paper, but I'm going to use new product to do that with. So Melinda, I'm glad you are here from West Virginia, and Carol from South Carolina, hello. Diane, always good to have you in the Stampin' House. And Chesapeake, yes, it is a gorgeous day here. I hope to get out this afternoon and enjoy some of it. Hello, Carol. Hey, Jolene and Judy, watching from Alberta, Canada. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. So what I'm going to do, normally I start my camera facing you, but I'm a little bit of a hot mess right now. I had, my chiggers, that was going on with Danny, so I've got hydrocortisone cream for that. But mainly, I have some chemotherapy cream I've been using on my face because obviously iodine and baby oil did not have an SPF in it. So I really did a number on myself years ago, and I get to pay for it now. So it's not beautiful, but this way I didn't have to try to make myself look like I didn't have a huge red face. So we are just going to create with everything facing down. And we're going to get a little business taken care of first. So last week, we created these two cards, called them the Swirl and the Curl card. And I told you I would draw two names and send these cards to them if they will send me their address. And what I asked was that you would like and share my video. And I'll do that again today with the card that I'm creating. So if you like and share my video today, put in the comments that you did, and I'll put your name into a little basket here for a drawing. And you can do that whether you're watching live or whether you're watching it from YouTube, because I typically will look at the names, 20 minutes before I go live for the next week. So for these two cards, first winner is Mary Lindauer. Mary, you get that card. And let me see. You have up to 2 weeks to claim your card. And Miss Gwen Cooper, you get that card. So Gwen, you are on my team and I love you dearly. So I do believe I have your address. I'll go ahead and send that to you. And Mary, if you will send me your address, you can email it to me at the stampingitup@icloud.com address. And I will get these two cards in the mail to you. So here we go. And put them aside. So let me see who else came on. Oh, Carol's been fighting shingles. Carol, I did get my shots for that and hope I never have to have it because my husband did. No fun. Hello, Renee and Melinda. Thank you for sharing and for liking. And Sonia. So again, the card that I'm creating today, I originally was going to do it in the designer series paper that is on sale. So it's called a Country Star. Let me go this way. There's a horizontal and a vertical. It looks really hard, but man, oh man, it's like my teacher said that one time. It's easy once you know how. I don't care if it's rocket science. Once you know how, it can be easy. So I am going to demonstrate this technique for you today, but I am going to do it with new product from the holiday catalog that will be out September 4th, and that is just a little specialty card there. So I'll show you when we do that. But these cards here The designer series paper sale goes through the end of August, and it is only while supplies last. They have a certain amount, but I believe they are all still there. But they're beautiful, all the papers. And again, I was going to focus on this at first, but then I thought, you know what? Let me go ahead and I will do this as a video with a different card next Wednesday. So here's the trick to that. It's going to be a card that those of you who are on my team who are watching, we are going to do that technique for our mystery stamping event by Zoom, which is going to be this Tuesday at 7 o'clock. If you're on my team, I will send you the link. We all get to visit through Zoom meetings, which is great because you could be in your pajamas and still stamp together. And then what I'll do, I'm going to make a video and show that to you, that technique. Might use Christmas paper again, who knows? But the reason I'm saying I'm going to do a video is because at the last minute, I have decided to go see my brother in Iowa with my mother. She has been wanting to go see him. She was scheduled to go see him in July. And as you know, she fell and fractured her knee. So she was feeling pretty good the other day. And she said, I really need to go see Kevin. And I was like, well, when are you going to go? September? And she goes, no, I can't go in September. I have to see my brother in September. I have to go in August. She's, I'd like you to go if you want to go. And I was like, fine, it's like August 14th. We only have 2 weeks. So typical Colleen fashion, came home, checked my planner. I'll be leaving next Wednesday for Iowa and coming back Tuesday. So I'll see you live in 2 weeks, but I will have a video for you that will post next Wednesday morning. And I appreciate your patience, but I live by the motto, take the trip. Take the trip, especially when it's your brother and you love him dearly. And his wife is awesome too, Miss Cheryl. So this is a catalog. I cannot show you the inside, but this is a cover. If you have placed a minimum $50 order with me this past year, you should be receiving yours in the mail anytime. But it is a lot of fun. So let me show you. I can't show you the inside of the catalog, but I can show you some of the products that I did purchase. This is called Carrying Leaves, and this was a very inexpensive stamp set. It's only $17, and when you see this stamped, it's beautiful because it is a two-step stamping. You have the detailed here. I love a distinctive stamp because it really gives it some, just like texture and colors. And then this, of course, is an overlay. So you have this little leaf set that I love, and it is called Carrying Leaves. I cannot wait to create with that. I already know what I'm going to do. Just have to get that time. This was my favorite. This is called Shepherd's Care. And last year, Stampin' Up! Did an entire suite, which was amazing, a spiritual suite. This time it is just a stamp set, but this was $1 Million Achiever. Trying to think of her name. I will think of your name because she deserves recognition. I can picture her in my head. She's the sweetest she could be. But this Shepherd's Care has some beautiful sayings and just stamped them. I'm doing a card swap, and I actually used that for my card swap. But I can't show you that because after all, you have to have some surprises in life. So you'll be seeing that soon. And the cool thing is when I do have all those cards back from my swap, I will share every bit of them with you. And that too will give you a lot of great ideas. So I am going to just take a minute and look at her name right now because I really want to. I hope she's not watching. She'll be like, I can't believe you didn't remember me. I remember you well. I just can't remember your name off the top of my head. Page 56. She's the sweetest lady. Oh my goodness. Cindy Fodor. Cindy Fodor is her name. And Cindy, thank you for creating this stamp set. You see, when you sell $1 million with Stampin' Up, you get to design your own stamp set. And this is what Cindy designed, and I love it. Now this one I bought because it's very intriguing. This is called Hang an Ornament, and I cannot wait to play with this because you stamp it as an ornament, but when you use the ornament die, it actually is a card where you can pull the ornament off and hang it on your tree. So how cool is that? I am just, I might have to take this to Iowa so I can play with it there. I know Cheryl has stamping stuff because she's ordered from me before. Now this is a lot of fun. This is decorative trees, and it's been a while since I bought a Christmas tree set like this, so I decided that I would go ahead and purchase that. Let me see. Melinda, thank you for giving me her name. I was so intrigued in the catalog, I didn't get it. And I'm so glad you caught me live. And yes, the Shepherd's Care set, that was my very first thing. So here we have the decorative tree dies. And I think what I loved about this is you have, I've already created with this, but again, can't show everything, all your surprises at one time. I love that it's an open tree die, so it can work with these, but some of these are actually textures that you can put into your trees. But look at all those. You have snowflakes, you have different patterns, check. I think that's going to be very popular too. And then I didn't think I bought that much, but oh, I did. There's more. This is gorgeous. This here is going to be a satin ribbon in cherry cobbler. So that is going to be beautiful, if you can see that. And then on this one, I love shaded spruce. So shaded spruce is a gorgeous green, and this is kind of like organdy kind of a material. Very, very nice. Satin and sheer ribbon, so you can kind of see through that in certain parts. Now I will be doing some crops this fall. I do one crop down at the beach in November. I am doing one in October and November in the Outer Banks. And if you're ever interested in doing a crop, you can check out Tina MacArthur's Facebook page. It is called Creations from the Heart Scrapbooking, and that is in the Outer Banks. So I'm very excited to go and teach some classes there. And she's a really sweet gal too. So, I mean, what's better than stamping at the beach? I don't know. Stamping at the lake? Maybe that. Maybe that. But I think, you know, whether you want to just relax, go for a walk on the beach, catch up on your scrapbooking, but it's not just scrapbooking. You can do any paper crafts. You could be crocheting. You could do, what do they call that, bead art that you do. Anything you want. You can just come and hang out. But check out her Facebook page and you'll find all the details to register there. And one of the things that Stampin' Up! Has that I love and I'm intrigued with, these are called ephemera packs. So this is Joyful Sayings. This is Tags for the Season. And then this one is Joyful Images. So you have multiple sheets in here with all these images, 8 sheets to be exact, and they do differ from ones that are in here. It's not all the same. And for this, you can use for your scrapbooking. You can make tags. You can make your cards. And then we have these gorgeous, I wanted to open these up. These are called gold dipped cards and envelopes. So you can actually use these to make your cards, but at the same time, you know me, I'm going to find a way to get more out of this. You have your envelopes, which is, they're beautiful. They are dipped in gold. Look at those colors. Looks like Night of Navy, Garden Green, and a cherry cobbler. Absolutely beautiful. And then you have your card bases too. But as I said, with the card base, that's the front and that's the back, which will be beautiful, but I'm kind of thinking, hey, why don't you cut this back off, put it on another piece of cardstock, and we're going to make it go the long haul so you get a lot more bang for your buck. So I will be teaching classes with the ephemera packs and other projects, so go check that out. I think it'll be a lot of fun. Then, let's see, you have to get a couple embossing folders. So here, this is Painted Trees embossing folder. Now there's an entire suite that goes with this and it's beautiful. But I did just get the folder for now. Oh, I see some hearts going up. I agree. And then this Forever Plaid 3D embossing folder. It's a large one, as you could see. And this has really given some great textures. I've already used this. Then another thing that I love that Stampin' Up! Has done, we have this. This is called A Little Bit Festive. It's a 12 by 12 specialty designer series, but it comes kind of along the line with the ephemera pack. Let me fold that piece in so it doesn't, there we go. So with this, again, I plan on doing cards and also scrapbook pages because it is 12 by 12, but you have your designer series paper. There's 1, 2, and then these are great because they just pop out so easy. So these are perfect to make your cards. See how easy they pop out? And you don't have those little tabs or anything right there. So that in itself makes a beautiful Christmas card. Same with the cookies. These parts pop out. You have your ornaments, perfect borders. Ooh, I love that. So when you take this class, all your product, and I will offer it not just at the crop. I will offer it on my online for anybody who wants to sign up for the classes, but it will include these products. So you have everything to make what we're going to make together, and then you will have so much more that you can continue making. But look, these are just amazing. They just pop out so easily. They're gorgeous. So I am looking forward to it. I just might have to lock myself in the stamp room for quite some time and just tell Danny order takeout and just start creating, because lots of great products. So again, they are going to be available to customers on September 4th. But if you are a demonstrator, you can pre-order now. And if you don't want to wait till September 4th as a customer, you can purchase the Stampin' Up! Starter Kit. So you can select any of these holiday products for your kit. You select $125 in product and only pay $99. The shipping and handling is free. So that is one of the beautiful things of being with Stampin' Up! You don't have to sell, you don't have to hold classes, you just do that if you want to. You can just purchase for yourself at a savings, and you get to order the product the month before everybody else. It's awesome. Okay, so I think outside of what I'm going to show you now, that is the end of our show and tell. Let me check my comments, see if there's any questions. Who has come on? Susan, thank you for liking and sharing. Sonia, so good to see you. And Lynn, I hope Barb and Moose are doing well. Thank you for sharing. Carol, hey Patty. Let me see, Arizona. I'm so glad you caught me live today. So Renee, she loves the shepherd's care too. That was the first thing. And okay, thanks Renee. She said the name is on the side of the okay, thank you. So when I was trying to find the name of the $1 million person who sold it, she said that the name is on the side. So for example, thank you Renee, I didn't realize that. I just knew it wasn't on the front. If you see that little symbol, that's $1 million seller, so they made their own stamp set. And so for example, the decorative trees were from Daniela Gundlach. So and the other one was Cindy Fodor. Good to know. I always learn from you all. Sarah, I'm glad you are here. So this is called Peaceful Season. And this is an entire suite also. That it has the Peaceful Season with the labels and with the words. And the other half of the bundle are these gorgeous trees, and that includes the painted trees embossing folder. That is what I'm going to use my words from today. And I did go ahead and punch out the dies so you can see they're great dies to use with any of your words. Of course, these words coordinate with a lot of them. And this was a happy accident because they show you this die and this die. And I thought, oh, I'll be smart and save paper. So I put this inside of this one and came out with that. And I thought, yep, I could use that on a card also. So these are the dies. And if you can see here too, I always like how they have like a solid background and then that beautiful script for Christmas. So Peaceful Season Bundle, if you buy the two together, you get save 10%, and it's only $52 for all of these. And there's 19 word sets here. With that, I'm going to use the, I don't know how to say this. Of course, I am a butcher of vocabulary. Always have been, always will be. Drusy, D-R-U-S-Y. I can't hear you. Drusy. I'm going to call it Drusy Adhesive Backed Embellishments. But they come in a champagne and more of a white. I've already used all the large ones there. But it comes in two sizes, large and the small. So those are awesome. And then these, how cute are these? These are little peppermints, and they're in 3 different sizes. A larger, a medium, and then a small. So I'm going to use those to embellish too. And I love that both of those are self-adhesive. So it just makes it so much easier when you are creating. Then the designer paper I'm using is called Take a Bow. So with this, it's shown with a die that you can cut, and it cuts all the strips for the dot from the die to create the bow. What I do love about this is you get 12 sheets of each. So when you're trying to do card swaps, when you're trying to create for your stamp clubs, you have a lot of the same patterns to use. So you get 12 sheets of each one of these that are 6 by 6, and this is the designer paper I'm going to use today. And then when you turn it over, you have those options too. So it's beautiful stuff, beautiful stuff. Finally starting to feel like I can look at Christmas at least. We are in the 80s, so that works out well. So anyways, we're going to create. I do want to, while I've got you on here, I do want, hey Mary, I want to just remind you that this next month, we are getting to our fall season, and we will have bingo. It's called Stampin' Bingo. You play 10 games of bingo, stamp 3 projects. It's very organized. You have a potluck dinner, so it's a wonderful time. That is going to be on Friday, September 20th at Emmanuel Episcopal Church in Virginia Beach. And then on Saturday, October 5th. Please save that date because that is World Card Making Day. It's a 5-hour event. 4 of us demonstrators are getting ready to do it, so you have over 100 years of experience in stamping. And that is going to be at the Memorial United Methodist Church in Virginia Beach off Gammon Road. So if you need more information, sign up for my newsletter right here, creatingwithcolleen.com. I just sent all that information out. And we will have more details coming on the World Card Making Day event. We're meeting for a Zoom tomorrow morning to get everything straight. But you can sign up for my newsletter, purchase, and even join at creatingwithcolleen.com. All right. I know you're thinking, come on, let's create. So let's create. To make this card here, this Country Star card, like that, you are going to need a piece of 4 1/4 by 9 1/2. I'm using old olive cardstock, and you're going to score it at 5 1/2. So when you have that there, I can crease it. But that is going to be your card base. Then you're going to need for the inside a piece of 4 by 5 1/4 inch basic white, a piece of 3 1/4 by, get a little piece out of there, 3 1/4 square of real red, 3 1/2 inch square of garden green, a 3 inch square of basic white. Then you're going to need 4 strips of any designer series paper. You want to use different colors. So of course, I'm using the Take a Bow, but there's 4 and they're 1/2 inch. If you go 4 1/2, if you're really trying to make your paper stretch, use 4 1/2 inch strips by 4 1/2. These are 6 inches. I just left them long because I just cut them out of my 6 by 6 pack. But you have 4 of those. And then you are going to need 4 squares that are 3 3/4 inch squares. 3/4 inch by 3/4 inch. So take yourself a screenshot if you can. I also have already taken a picture, and I'll put that on my Creating with Colleen Facebook page with the link to this video also. So let me get our little pieces out of the way. We're going to create the country square, the country star first. So what I'm going to do, I have that 3 inch square of basic white, and I am going to take my ruler and my pencil, and you just want to draw a line from corner to corner on each one. So I've got that, and then here. And these are going to be the guides that help us put everything together. All right. Susan, I know you couldn't make the meeting the other night. They did this, I provided a project, and they created this one at the meeting. So, and then, of course, that is that other one. But so you can see any designer paper, it's going to be beautiful. So what you're going to do when you have this here, you're going to weave your 4 strips. I'm going to take one and put it on this side. I'll put one on this side. Then I'm going to take this here. See how I went under this piece and over this piece? And then I will take this and do just the opposite. I'll go under the red and over the green. So you can see just how they're woven together like that. Okay? So now what I'm going to do is I can kind of move this up. It's a little wonky when you're trying to get it straight at first. It looks awkward, but it works. I'm going to take my liquid glue and I'm going to put this one right underneath that line. It's on the line, but underneath. And I will take my liquid glue, put a little bit on this side, and push that down. And when you do, make sure that you're straight all the way across. Sometimes you're on the line on the right, but you want to be, you don't want that moving. You want that to be all the way across on that line, because that's basically going from corner to corner. Let me make sure I got that. And see how everything moves? Once you get the first two down, you're good to go. So I have that piece. Now this one that's on top, I'm gonna just raise that, put me some liquid glue there, and I'm gonna bring that down on top of that. So these two, they're woven in here, but those two on the right are glued. So then I can just take this, I'm gonna turn it like this, and I'm gonna do the exact same thing. Put a little bit of liquid glue here. I'm gonna make sure that is up on that line along with that. Okay, push that down. And then put this here and pull this one down on top of that. But you always just want to make sure that they are touching. You don't want any gaps between the papers. And then I'm going to turn it. Y'all get the idea, right? I'm going to do it again. Put this here. And then I'll raise this one. Put that there. So see, the magic is about to happen pretty soon, but just make sure those are all together. Then when I turn it this way, put a little bit of liquid there. And this is my last piece, and I'll put that there. So there's really no glue in the middle, but since it is woven through, and I have these, you'll be fine. So now what I'll do is I will take my scissors and I'm going to trim these edges, and that's always easier to do that from the back side. I'll do each one of those. Has anybody made this before? I always like to know if I'm showing something new. You know, a lot of times you think, oh, everybody's seen that, but you have new stampers, so they may not have seen it. And then you have seasoned stampers who go, oh my gosh, I forgot about that. Yes, I remember that, but it was a decade ago. So put a shout out if you have seen this before. Okay. So when I first saw this, my first question was, how in the world did they get these cuts so nice? I mean, it was just boggled my mind. Then I realized and learned that you take those 4 3/4 inch squares, and that's what goes in your corners. And that's how they come out so nice. So when I put this in here, I put it in the corner, but I always want to make sure, even if you have to pull it out just a little bit and trim it up, that this point here is in the center of where they come together. So I'll put 1, a little bit more, 2, but this is such a fun technique. Okay, so Judy has not made one before. Diane has, but thank you, Diane. She likes my card idea. Renee has made it. There's lots of different ways you can cut a card base when you want the focal point to be kind of centered around your square. So really, like I said, this is 4 1/4. You just go down each time. That could be a 4 inch, that could be a 3 1/2, so on. But this was a 3 inch square, 3 1/4, and then 3 1/2. I said that fast, so I hope I'm right. And my last square. Doo, doo, doo. See, that's what I get. I got to talking. Here it is. Here it is. So I'm going to take this on here and just put that in the middle. So now that I have that, I got a little bit of glue there. Need my adhesive remover. Okay. Now that I have that, that shows you how the star goes together, but you can really see the pieces. So I kind of want to marry this all together. And again, this is the time to look at it. And if you've got a little bit of designer paper sticking out or your other paper sticking out, you can just kind of trim it up. That looks pretty good. Sometimes I put it on my cutter. But then what I'm going to do is I am going to go ahead and emboss this. And the reason you want to emboss it is because, again, you want this all to kind of come together and make it into one. So let me grab my embossing machine. I'm also going to grab my adhesive remover just because I had a little bit of glue on there. And since I want this to be nice and crisp and white, I'll just take that off. Okay. So with my embossing machine, I'm going to use the Eyelet 3D. It's my favorite current embossing folder. It's a 3D folder. It's beautiful. And you do want to try to get this straight since it is a actual pattern. So when I put it in here, I will line it up on this bottom line so my eyelets are straight. You can see that. I love that Stampin' Up! Put that in there. But I will take my machine. I'm going to open it up. And then I am just going to be using the #1 base plate and then the 3D embossing folder, which this is can be purchased online. But you need this plate if you're going to be using the 3D folders. That's just the perfect thickness. So let me get this in here again. Okay, on that line. Always put it in with the binding first, and it'll keep it from getting twisted in your machine or possibly breaking. So I'm just going to put that through. And as easy as that is, it's like it all becomes one. Isn't that gorgeous? I just love it. So play with your embossing folders. I know you have different ones. Again, I use the 3D Eyelet, but you could use all kinds of folders that you want. So I'm going to layer this up. Of course, it's going to go onto the real red. I'll put this on here, like such. And then I will layer that. So that was a 3-inch square, 3 1/4. This is 3 1/2. Oh my goodness. Really like it with that red in there. And then that is going to go on your card. Now when you have it like this, you can like turn it around, see which way you like. You know, the different patterns to go. That's totally up to you. I think I'm going to go that way. So I will take this, and I do think I want to pop this up with dimensionals. Give a little bit of dimension there. But yeah, I was going to do this with some of the paper that was on sale. And I was like, no. You can start showing new product now. So how fun is that? So I will pull these off. And let me see how I wanted that. Did it really matter? I don't think so. Like this. I'll just put that down. And keep in mind, it's, you know, kind of universal. You could put it this way and have your card, which I'm going to do, be vertical. Or you could even do it this way, and your card would be open to the left. Either one's going to work great. So let me just take 1 second and check my comments, see what's going on. Let me see. Mary's made them again. Renee has made them. So Judy has seen it done. Judy, you haven't tried it yet. Give it a try. You can see how much fun it is. Oh, Susan, you're welcome. Not a problem. I think, you know, everybody enjoyed it. We had a good crowd the other night. So, Georgia, just found me. Oh, well, good. Thank you for finding me, George. I've told everybody if they like and share and put it in the comments that they did, whether they're watching live or the replay, that I'll draw your name and some lucky person will get this card. I'm going to start doing that. Okay, so, let me see. Good. George is going to start her Christmas cards. I don't know that I can, well, I say I don't know that I can start them yet. I have been doing my swaps. I'm in 2-card swaps, so I'll get 20 cards back from each one. And that's great because I really do think I'm a visual person, and I kind of have to see how, you know, the possibilities, which is why I never buy like everything in the catalog, because I know something I may not be totally fond of. I'll see somebody make something, and then, you know how it goes. You just got to have it. So I paced myself, although I think I did pretty good. I only put a little bit on here because I like the idea of turning it over if I don't like the way it's stamped. It's called safe stamping. It's always good to practice. And here, I'm going to take from the saying, from the Peaceful Season. I've got the word Christmas, and it's nice and bold. And what's nice is with this, you can also use the die, that one die, to cut it out. So like I could even just stamp those words, or I could do the 2 dies together and put it on there. But I'm going to stamp it, and since it's photopolymer, I do want something underneath to make it give just a little bit. And the reason that I put the white in there, because I want to see, I don't want it too high or too low. I want to put it right there. So I have the word Christmas. And then on the inside, I'm going to stamp a season of wonder and happiness. I know Christmases can be hard for some people, and I pray for them too, but hopefully for you, it can be a season of wonder and happiness. And I'll just put this in the center. So I have that. And then the last thing we can do is embellish. So for the embellishments, I'm going to take the Druzy adhesive backed gems here, and I'm going to do a champagne one because I want one of the larger ones. So I'll put that in the middle because you have to have your bling. And then here with these cute little peppermint pieces, to me, they need to go on the eye. So I'm going to do, what size did I do? A large? I think I'll do a large. I have this, and it's going to put it right there so it covers where it was stamped. And that, my friends, is your Peaceful Season Country Star Christmas card. So what did you think? I hope you liked it. Again, I kind of want to focus on designer papers because don't forget we do have that designer paper sale, so you can get an additional 15% off. If you're on my stamping team, you actually get a minimum of 20% and 15% off, so you're going to be saving at least 35% on these sale papers. So here are the other ones. So just a reminder, I will be in Iowa, actually be on a plane this time next week in Iowa, going to see my brother. And thank you for letting me go. My boss is so wonderful. She, I asked her and she didn't hesitate. She said, girl, you know you love your brother and your mom doesn't want to travel alone. Just go, take the trip. So that's what I'm going to do. And it's going to be a lot of fun. But I will have a video for you that I will post, God willing, before that time. It will be a different technique that I'm doing with my team for our mystery stamping on Tuesday. And I hope that you like that. But until then, keep yourself safe. I will get to see you again in August. I am coming back Tuesday night before that Wednesday so that I can go ahead and be with y'all again. Can't be from you too far away. But thank you so much. Please like and share and subscribe if you have not subscribed. And if you want to purchase anything, there is the August host code if you want to use that. And again, creatingwithcolleen.com, you can sign up for my newsletter, and I'll make sure you get all the specials and details delivered right to your inbox. So thank you so much. Georgia likes it, loves it. Good. Looks like it was a big hit today. Thank you, thank you. Yes, everything needs bling, bling, Georgia. Everything. Judy, thank you so much. Lynn, thank you. Mary, thank you. Susan, thanks. Yes, and please give me a thumbs up. Susan says you have to give me a thumbs up, so it must be true. Thank you all. I appreciate you helping me get my name out of there. Melinda wants to know, I'm flying out of Norfolk, Linda, and then we're going to Omaha. So Norfolk to Omaha. Patrick Henry's on the other side of the water, and we're going American. So keep me in your prayers for safe travels. And Diane says, oh, what a beautiful card. I've wanted to make this format, but it looks so hard and couldn't figure out how to do it. Diane, thank you so much. I'm so glad my instructions are easy. And I agree, Diane. When I first saw it, I was like, how did they get that so perfect? And I'm a drafter. I was a drafter in my other career, so when they told me it was 4 squares, I was blown away. And I just absolutely loved it. So thank you all again. And have a great 2 weeks, but I'll post something for next Wednesday. Enjoy yourselves. Have a beautiful day today. And thank you for watching and joining me. Bye-bye now. Oh, Belinda grew up near Patrick Henry. Very good. Very good. Okay. God bless you all. Bye-bye.